Wonderful. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad I'm here to share about arthritis and how Virginia Department of Health is implementing arthritis programs throughout Virginia and the Arlington area as well, and how you all can be able to participate in these programs virtually and also in person. So I see that you all are very familiar with Zoom, and the great thing about the virtual share that with you that majority is using Zoom. So that's wonderful that you all up to part on that. So my name is Mona Burwell, and I am the Arthritis Program Coordinator for Health. And what we do, we focus on reducing the burden of arthritis in Virginia. And we focus on several programs. However, today I am going to share with you about our Walk with These program and the chronic disease self-management to address and how you all can join in a virtual or in-person. Also, I do work with my colleague Karen Day. She is my right hand and my left hand. But she is not on this meeting on this morning. However, she did say she looked forward to meeting you all again. I'm sure if you all have other opportunities to invite us,
Mona, can you move your mic a little closer to your voice? You've been cutting in and out a little bit.
Okay. Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I need to speak up, please just let me know.
Will do.
With the arthritis grant, it has been provided by CDC roughly July 1, 2018 to improve arthritis management outcomes in Virginia. And so one of our main strategies that we focus on is expanding arthritis approved evidence-based programs, such as I Walk with These program and chronic disease self-management in Virginia. So what is Walk with Ease? It is an evidence-based program that allows people who have arthritis, but also let's say if you don't have arthritis, that's a great thing about these programs that you can join to increase physical movement. Just get up and walk at a pace, at a time frame that is you comfortable. It has been founded through the Arthritis Foundation. The program has been proven to improve the quality of life for people with arthritis. And as I mentioned, also for those who probably have been sedentary, far as not increasing physical activity at all, but it's a great way to wake up those muscles and also to improve arthritis with your arthritis if you're living with arthritis as well. The program, it gives you education materials that you'll learn how to reduce arthritis, how to live with arthritis, and as well providing a lot of resources for as learning how to stretch before walking and strengthening exercises and motivational strategies that keep you moving. The program also provides understanding of the basic arthritis and the relationship between arthritis, exercise, and pain. As you know,
I have a question for you. Do you think you're sharing your screen or not?
Oh, okay. I'm not sharing my screen.
You're not. No.
Oh gosh. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, it says share screen on my end, but I'm going to unshare and share it again.
Okay.
That's the great thing about technology. Sometimes it can really work very well for you on certain days, and sometimes it won't.
Now we're seeing.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for letting me know. So as I was mentioning about the Walk with These program, it is founded through Arthritis Foundation. And as you participate in the program, which is a 6-week program, you will understand the basics of arthritis and the relationships between arthritis, exercise, and pain. I know with living with arthritis, it can be painful, where you may be a little bit skeptical about moving or increasing physical activity because of the increased pain. But however, with the Walk with These program, you will learn how to exercise safely and comfortably at your level. You will learn different methods to make walking fun and exciting and that is doable for you. As well, you develop and implement a doable plan. So not only will you just start walking, you're going to plan how will you start your walking progress and be able to monitor your walking progress throughout the 6 week program itself. So you will make realistic goals, goals that fit for you, because everyone's goal is not the same. You will provide, you will also be able to get tips, strategies, and different resources that will help you as a participant to maintain long-term exercise routine. So with the Walk With Ease program, you will be able to go on the Arthritis Foundation website and learn about the different strategies, different other resources outside of what the Walk With Ease program provides. The program is for those who have arthritis, but also for those who 3 times a week or more, or however you may be a beginner where you just really getting started. However, just as long as you are able to stand on your feet for 10 minutes without increased pain, and I always like to refer to if you are able to stand in line in the grocery store on your feet and wait in line to get checked out without increased pain, then this program is for you. Before COVID, the program was only offered with the instructor in person in the community. So you may meet at a church, you may meet at a public library or in a mall with a Walk With These instructor. But since COVID, we all had to adjust and also modify our lifestyle and what we do. So the developers for the Walk With These program also was able to make that change and where it actually a lot more convenient. And still, it had encouraged people to walk even during the time when COVID was really on a high stream. So it is provided in 3 formats. Instructor led, as I mentioned, where you meet in the community. Self-directed is where you are actually providing this program. You log into a Walk With These portal online at any time that is convenient for you, and you will complete the program yourself without having an instructor there to guide you. And then there is enhanced self-directed. Enhanced self-directed is where you will meet with a Walk With These instructor online via Zoom like today, and where you will meet at least once a week and they will share motivational emails with you throughout the 6 week of the program.
Mona, does it make a difference if the person uses a cane or a walker?
No, if they are using a cane, the program highly encourage the participant to continue to use their mobile device for support. So if they are walking with a cane, if they are walking with a walker. However, the great thing about the program, it does have an assessment where it tells you pretty much guide you where you should be and where you can start. However, for those who are working with those mobility devices, they should highly continue to walk with their mobility devices. So even with a cane or a walker.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's a good question. Okay, so regardless of which format that you all choose to participate in, whether it's in-person, self-directed, or enhanced self-directed, you will receive a Walk With These participant book that you see displayed on the screen. And as I previously mentioned, you will have access to the online tools at the Arthritis Foundation website. And the great thing about the Arthritis Foundation website, it provides other resources. So maybe not only do you have arthritis, you may also have diabetes or high blood pressure. What's the best way to manage different comorbidities? So if you have two to three different types of chronic conditions, this is a great resource for you that you probably want to take a deeper dive into. And then other exercises outside of walking that you may want to be interested in participating in. such as water aerobics. It's another great opportunity as well. So you can read more about that on the Arthritis Foundation website under exercise. And then there's another one that I like to pinpoint is the arthritis diet. So certain foods may cause inflammation in your arthritis. So therefore, it's a great resource that you can read into and seeing exactly, are you eating certain foods that causes to have inflammation? So you may want to adjust your diet there to help with managing your chronic condition. So with all that said, I'm going to pause before I move on to the next step on how can you enroll into the Walk with These program. Are there any questions right now? Okay.
Can you
Well,
put that in the chat so we can copy it as opposed to trying to take it off the screen?
yes, absolutely. So once I finish sharing, I would definitely share the link where you can actually enroll and start the Walk with These program.
There is a new question. What kind of stretching do you recommend before walking?
So with the program, it will provide different types of stretching that will be doable and easy for you to do before walking. So that's a great thing about the Walk with These program. It does talk about and show you the right appropriate stretches that you can do. Good question. Any other questions?
All right now.
Okay. So I will say if you live in Virginia, the program is at no cost for you. It is covered through our arthritis grant by CDC. So to enroll yourself, or let's say that you have a friend, or sometime even when you go to your doctor, a lot of times doctors really don't know about programs that can really help with managing chronic conditions. They're very busy, honestly. But however, this is something that you can also share with your doctor that you have started a walk-in program. And I'm sure they're gonna be like, wow, what is that? And just knowing that you have went through the program, you can share the information with your doctor as well. So not only will you be helping yourself as a village, you'll be helping others as well. I will provide this link in the chat, but also what I am going to do is provide the Virginia Department of Health Arthritis website, where this link is also there. And then it provides a plethora of information about arthritis too, and things that you may be interested in. As I mentioned, there is two programs that we focus on, and that is the Walk with These that I just discussed with you all, and also the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program, which we all call the CDSMP program.
Mona, we have a question. If somebody doesn't live in Virginia, can they participate in the virtually in the self-directed program, or is it Virginia residents only?
It's Virginia residents only.
Okay, thanks.
However, if they live in Wyoming, I'm sure if they just do a quick Google search, they may find organizations that is actually providing programs within their state. Because Virginia is not the only awarded state with the CDC arthritis grant. There are other states as well, such as North Carolina, New York, New Hampshire, that are awarded with the program too. Good question. So about the CDSMP program, it is an evidence-based program. It was developed by Stanford University to help people who are living with a variety of chronic health conditions outside of just the arthritis, blood pressure, but they may have fibromyalgia or autoimmune disease as well. So anyone who lives in a chronic health condition, this program is great to take. Even when it comes to depression or anxiety, this program is wonderful because it discusses those things in the program itself. It is a program that has been studied for over 20 years and also provided with federal funding to help with their research. And I will say this, I am a CDS&P leader. I'm a master trainer as well, and I have been facilitating CDS&P programs since 2016. And I must say, Stanford stay updating information, providing new information about how to manage chronic conditions. I would say almost about every 2 to 3 years, honestly. So it is offered by numerous organizations such as the health department, but also you may find it at a local area agency or agent, hospitals as well, who are providing the CDS&P program. The program is provided not only just in English, but it can be done in Mandarin, also in Spanish. It is a program who is living for those who live with a chronic health condition. So 18 and older, if you have a chronic condition. So let's say you have a grandchild, you have a daughter, you have a son, or for even friends who may not be 45 and older. They may be younger and living with a chronic condition. They can actually participate in either programs as well, and you all can actually do it together. As I mentioned, CDS&P used to be an in-person program with no other way of providing it virtually. But because of COVID, they have learned to make lemon. They learned to make lemonade out of lemons. That's what happened when COVID came. And now the program is offered virtual. It's virtual workshops, or it can be offered by toolkits where you may not want to participate in a 6-week workshop in person, nor do you have the time to participate in a 6-week workshop virtually. So therefore you say, I think I can really do this on my own. So there is a CDS&P toolkit that can be provided, mailed to you directly in your home, and you can actually just be able to go through the materials yourself at your own pace and complete the program. However, it is great to be in a community. It's great to come together as a group because you will learn how to manage your chronic conditions together. You may find that another participant that has shared their goals and how they completed certain tasks in a way that you're like, oh, wow, I think I'm going to try that for myself. So it's nothing wrong with completing a virtual program in a group. The program is facilitated by 2 trained CDS&P leaders as myself. Yes, the program does encourage non-health professionals, but however, as a health professional, we learn that when leading or facilitating a CDS&P program, to remove our health hat and just focus on being personable and be able to provide and be able to build that rapport with your participants. It is a 6-week program where you would meet in person, virtually, and for 2.5 hours you would meet for that time. And within that time, you will discuss about managing your symptoms and medication, communicating with family and doctors, which is so important, I would say. I would like to really emphasize on communication because you may be on a particular health plan that you and your doctor had discussed, or maybe your doctor discussed it with you, but pretty much just say, this is what's going to happen, this is what you need to do. But you may not feel comfortable with that. So how do you communicate that with your health professional? And then there is relaxing to deal with pain and fatigue. So there are other techniques as well, along with medication that you are currently on to help with coping with your pain and fatigue that comes with chronic conditions. And then also creating an exercise program. This is also where you may not be participating in Walk with These program quite yet, but you're not for sure this is good for you, a good program for you. But however, in the CDS&P program, it does tell you exactly how you should start, how much, how to monitor if there's any increased pain, or if you are doing way too much, how do you know if you are? And there is healthy eating to improve your chronic condition. Yes, so it does talk about that quite a bit, especially about reading food labels If you see the new food labels now, it has some of everything, especially when it comes to the sugar. It have total sugar, then it have added sugar. Like, wow, what is added sugar? So it does discuss that in the chronic disease self-management. The benefits by participating in a chronic disease self-management program, which is CDSMP, studies have shown there has been decrease in pain and health distress, increased energy, less fatigue, being mindful of how you feel and knowing how to communicate assertiveness and not aggressive, increase in physical activity, decrease in depression, because living with a chronic condition, it can be very challenging. You probably will fall into a mode where it can be depressing. You have anxiety about certain things. So therefore, how can you decrease that? And then there is decrease in social role limitations. So you may not feel comfortable since COVID, I would say. Some people are still not comfortable meeting in person or being socially engaged with people. But however, there are other ways such as virtually, what you are doing on today. Then there is an increase in confidence in managing your chronic disease. Knowing that you are managing your chronic disease outside of going to your doctor as often that you do, but knowing you can manage it at home comfortably as well is just as important, because home is where you are currently, where you are at majority of the time. As a participant, you will receive Living a Healthy Life with Chronic Condition book. I call it a lemon book because there's a lot of lemons on that book. But also in that book, it provides a lot of information outside of what you will be discussing with the leader, or outside of if you choose to do the toolkit. There are other chapters in the book that you may want to just look at a little bit more. Then you will also receive the Relaxation for Mind and Body CD. As I stated before, one of the tools in the chronic disease self-management program, it discusses about relaxation. How can you use relaxation techniques to help with managing pain and fatigue? So before I move on, any questions about the chronic disease self-management program?
Now, we do have a general question. Somebody that's got arthritis in their hand, what can they do when that starts flaring up? Do you have any?
That is, that's a wonderful question. And yes, arthritis can happen any part of your body that has a joint, and the hands is definitely can happen. So what I suggest and what I highly suggest is that to participate in the chronic disease self-management program, because it does, in that book, it does provide ways of how you can manage the pain with arthritis. And that could be any part of your body, hands, knees, shoulders, any part, and it will help you. It discuss different tools that you will learn. And the main thing I will say is you do want to go to your doctor and see exactly what your doctor says. But what does your doctor suggest for you to help managing the pain, arthritis pain in your hand? Any other questions, comments?
No, I don't see any more.
Okay, perfect. So there are many ways where you can find the programs online. Unite Us is a platform that most physicians, health providers, or organizations will do internal referrals through Unite Us. You may not find that, particularly if you just are, if you're not going through your doctor, you may not be able to get into Unite Us. However, Senior Navigator is a platform that you can go to and find programs available where they are located in Virginia if they are close to Arlington. And then there is Find Help. FindHelp.org is another resource as well that will share where the programs are located and also contact person too, who you can contact to see if you can get enrolled into the program. But however, you can always go to Virginia Department of Health.gov arthritis webpage, and where you can actually find a program near you or start participating in a virtual program. And so let's do that now. I'm going to stop sharing this particular screen. And
Okay,
before I do, this is my information too.
okay, and we've got several new questions that have come in.
Okay.
First one is, are there tests for arthritis?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Is there a test your doctor can run to say, yes, you have arthritis? I mean, I know that they can do x-rays to look at the joints. Are there other tests?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are there tests? So with your doctor, they do have several assessments that they can provide outside of just an X-ray. So just being able to answer those questions that the assessment that your doctor to you. And every organization is different. They may not provide the same assessment. Some may not even provide an assessment at all to see if you do have arthritis or not. So a lot of times they probably will do an X-ray and just see it exactly how much synovial fluid that there is in between the joints and see how severe the arthritis is.
And the next question is, do you have any information about regenerative medicine as an arthritis treatment?
I would say with the Arthritis Foundation website, there is a link on the Arthritis Foundation website will provide information about different management skills on how to manage the arthritis.
Okay, and the next two questions are basically asking the same thing. The first one is, can you note a couple of kinds of foods that may aggravate arthritis? And the other one is there information included about anti-inflammatory foods or foods that can help alleviate arthritis?
Yes, those are great questions. And what I do, honestly, I will highly recommend I'm going to go to the website for it. Are you able to see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you have a typo.
All right, here we go. So when you go to the Arthritis Foundation website, it discusses about arthritis itself, the different inflammation and immunes with arthritis, and also the different treatments itself. So this is a great resource, I would say, that you should go to, and I will copy this into the chat for you all to have that particular resource. Here we go. And where you can go there and, really look into the website itself. And it has different ways of, even with healthy living, with managing your pain, also about the different foods that may cause increased pain or inflammation if you are living with arthritis. So as I go back, can you all see that I'm on the Virginia Department of Health website?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a variety of tools as well on our website where you can go and visit and learn more about. But I really want to bring attention to how can you start a Walk with Ease program. So like as I mentioned, with the Walk with Ease program, it does provide stretching. It does talk about different foods. It talk about planning your physical activity when it comes to walking as a method to increase movement. So you want to go to this website here, and which I'm going to copy and paste into the chat as well. Once you go here, you go on the self-management programs, and you go to the Walk with Ease program. When you click on that, you have two options. You can start the self-directed Walk with Ease program. This is take you to our portal online, or you can go and find a Walk with Ease program in your community. But for today's time, I will say go to the portal. This is our portal where you're able to enroll in the Walk with Ease program on your own and complete the program at any time, whenever it's convenient for you. You put this information in here. You have the option to get a physical book mailed to you, or you may want an ebook where the book is on your phone or your laptop or iPad device, and you can have the book readily available for you. But once you put your information here, you will then click on self-directed, and then the program will, and then you'll be able to start the program. I know you may see other groups here because we do work with our Virginia State employees. We do have a partnership with Weight Watchers as well for state employees. And some doctors actually some doctors refer their patients to the Walk with Ease program. But for this particular call, you would go to the self-directed, click on self-directed. And once you click on self-directed, it will ask you, do you want a printed book or do you already have a book? And you just click on, of course, you want a book. Normally, if you will receive that book within 5 to 7 business days. And this program is for Virginia. So for anyone who live in Virginia. As you can see, we also provide chronic pain self-management programs as well. But with our chronic disease self-management program, you can look for who is providing a CDS&P program in your community. So you click on that. Once you click on that, it will take you to this website here. And it will show the different organizations who are providing the chronic disease self-management program. You can search by your zip code. So as you can see, what came up is Fairfax County. They do provide it, and also Virginia Cooperative Extension, they do provide it. But however, you can always search by your zip code to find the closest program for you that's in person. But however, if it's virtual, they will be able to enroll you into any virtual CDS&P program.
Okay, we have a couple of question and a comment here. One is, if you've tried everything without results, try eating for your blood type, no sugar or white foods like flour, rice, etc. works, she says. And step 2 is eating anything in moderation. I don't know if you have comments about that. The next question is, can you touch on the different types of arthritis and their implications for the programs you're talking about?
Yes, so there are different types of arthritis, and when you go on our arthritis webpage, we do discuss the different types of arthritis, such as osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, which is normally within the joints of the hands, also fibromyalgia and gout. And then there are, of course, childhood arthritis. So children do get diagnosed with arthritis as well at a very young age. And then there is lupus. So there are different types of arthritis. And regardless of the type of arthritis that you currently is living with, managing arthritis and participating in the chronic disease self-management program or participating in the Walk with Ease program will definitely help with managing whichever arthritis that you have been diagnosed with. Great question. Any other questions?
Not right now, but I should let you know, we're about 9 minutes to 11. So we're coming up on 11 o'clock. in case you've got any last major points you want to make sure you get in.
Yes, thank you for that. So the major point I do want to make sure that I leave to you all for today is that if you are experiencing pain, and you're not aware of if you have arthritis or not, please go to your doctor, visit your doctor, get a diagnosis. And once you do get the diagnosis, you do want to have that communication with your doctor to see what plan works for you. But regardless of what plan that your doctor and yourself agreed to do, always consider taking a evidence-based program such as the chronic disease self-management program to help with learning about outside of what your doctor is providing you, is learning about that self-management skill. So being a self-manager is about being proactive. So you are learning, you also, using the tools that you learn in the chronic disease self-management program to help with managing your chronic condition. And that is all. So thank you for the invitation, allowing me to share about what we are doing here at Virginia Department of Health to address arthritis.
Very good. Well, Mona, this is Anita. Thank
Hi,
you.
Anita.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We had a good turnout today, of over 30 people. Wanted to
Absolutely.
learn all about this. And Anthony, I don't know if you'd like to wrap up with any thoughts about health and wellness and what else we might be doing with A&V. I know that the last community update, I don't know who wrote this part of the community update about the longevity benefits of walking. So we know not only does it help us with chronic conditions, as you've told us, but it really does extend the length of life that we have and the quality of our lives. And it was a beautifully written, I think maybe from the New York Times, inspiration about just adding a few hundred steps, maybe a couple thousand steps a day. Talked about forest bathing, which I'm not sure I really understand, but it sounds cool. And ways for us to get out and overcome sometimes the conditions that we are getting troubled by. I don't know if Carol would like to say hello, but I was just thrilled to see Carol Paquette join us today. She is really the strength and source of why we have Arlington Neighborhood Village, one of the original organizers, founders, and really the driving force for so many days. And want to thank Carol for all she's done. Everybody here, if you haven't met Carol, give her your reaction and applause. Here we have a couple of comments that, I don't know, Gary, if we should stop sharing and stop recording.
Yeah, I can stop recording, but yeah, if you want to go ahead and read.
Yeah, Steve, one of our good friends, Steve Cordell, says, I was diagnosed with arthritis in both my shoulders. I was referred to physical therapy and chose the Virginia Hospital Center. After good sessions with the Blue Cross paid for, I can say I'm pretty much pain-free in my shoulders.